Every once in a while, a kid walks into your classroom who has no idea how much potential is sitting inside them. They make you laugh, they challenge you, they test you, and sometimes years later, they make you prouder than you ever thought possible. Today, I get to sit down with one of those kids. He didn't take the traditional path. He didn't need to. He built a life with his hands, his heart, and a vision. And now, he's shaping the next generation, one student at a time, one haircut at a time. Let's go back to class with Angel Velasquez. Angel, my man,
How we doing?
I just had the pleasure of seeing Angel just give a haircut right now, and a lot of the questions I had for him have been answered in the way I just saw how he treated and handled a client who was a little down on his luck. Uh, to say I'm proud of him is beyond. So I'm very touched about what I just saw, and I know he's doing that with all of his customers, and that's why he has the following that he does. Angel, look at you. You're a very successful barber. You're a teacher. You're gonna be a father. How does that how does that make you feel when you hear that out loud?
I mean, if you asked me years ago, that's one thing that I don't even think I could ever put together in my own words. But all I could really say nowadays is honestly, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. When you give into this world, you get back. And I feel having a daughter of my own, expecting is a big one. And being able to show people what I learned and what I've been through in my life is big in itself as is.
Okay, awesome. Um, when one of your customers walks into the shop, when they see you, what do you want them to feel?
Welcomed, family oriented. I want them to feel like they could sit in the chair and all their problems vanish.
I had the question, what do good barbers do besides cut hair? And you just gave me that answer, man. You're a therapist, a motivator, compassionate. Just what I saw. Like it was almost like it was staged. It was so perfect. Literally, a kid that Angel knows, came down on his luck, and there was no judgment, and j- j- just a great human being. I his success is not an accident. I understand why he's being successful. Angel, you built quite a following. When did you realize wasn't just like a side hustle, but actually something that could be built to last, like you being a barber?
So actually, at first it started as a side hustle when I was in my senior year of high school.
Hmm.
And I got into my car accident my senior year at the beginning of the year. And I was home for maybe like a month or two. Couldn't really walk much. Legs were severely bruised. After that, I was cutting at my house, free haircuts this, free haircuts that. My friends just wanted to try every little thing possible. And it got to the end of the year where I was like, wow, I'm really loving this. I like to expand myself. I like to try every little haircut. And that's where I got an opportunity at a barbershop. And they asked me to work for them right out of high school. And that's where I worked there for 4 years, building. I'm like, wow, I have a clientele. And from there on, I got up and ran with it and I fell in love with it. It's not just, you don't love it just for the cutting. You love it for the experience you have, the people you meet, the people you see, the way it takes you. Barbering is more than just a job.
Well, yeah, I definitely see that, and me being a bold guy, I don't spend a lot of time in barbershops, so I know there's a culture there that I'm not really privy to, but this place is a palace. It's if I were a guy with hair, I'd be hanging out here, that's for sure.
Yes.
Your clients trust you, your students look up to you. How did you grow into that role?
Being yourself you have to learn to be real in this profession. There's no fakeness. Once you're fake, you don't get clients, you don't really grow much. But that's just in work in life too. You're a fake person, it comes back around to you. You get good to this world, you get good right back.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's go back to middle school. What do you remember about middle school?
A whole lot about middle school. I mean, I wasn't the person I am today. I
Well,
mean,
none of us are. I mean, you're a work in progress.
yeah, seriously. Um, Middle school really just, I don't even know how to explain it really. Just middle school was interesting. Middle school had its ups, its downs, its fun times, and a lot of learning experience from there as well.
Well, what I remember about you in middle school was you had a huge personality, and everyone gravitated towards you. You were the man, and the kids loved you, and the teachers loved you. You weren't the best student, like we said, but you weren't disrespectful. You didn't get in bad trouble. Um, and us teachers always knew you had this potential inside you. Did you know you had that potential inside you at that time?
I did not, but I also wondered as to why I would get those kind of words to me. People would be like, "Listen, you're special. You're a great kid." And I always wondered why. Why are people saying this? And I never saw it because I was just being myself. I just wanted to be a good person, help as many people as possible.
Who was some of those adults who had those words for you growing up at middle school?
Definitely you are one of them. And you know, school wise, are we talking just in
School wise, yeah.
school wise? You,
Uh,
we have a lot of most.
I know two teachers that constantly ask about you are Mr. Ramos,
Yep, I was
very,
just gonna say that.
very proud of you, and Mr. Loftus.
Yep.
Uh,
Still to this day, I cut Mr. Loftus.
yeah, big fans of yours, and they love the success you're having. Any other teachers stick out that were motivating for you?
Um, Actually, two science teachers of mine when I was younger, Miss Aracri and Miss Spatafora was
Okay.
a very big one as well.
Yeah, they are they're big motivation type people. Like they see something in kids and they try to bring that out like all great teachers do. That's amazing. Um, what would you say to your 12-year-old self if you go back and talk to him now?
Other than pay attention, do you think? Um, you got a lot to come. Honestly, there's a lot to come because when I was that age, I thought that everything was already a lot of stuff on my plate, and I was just a little young kid, and that's nothing. That's just okay. You're going to school, doing your thing, and going home. Homework, this and that. I would tell myself to stop complaining. To be honest,
Okay.
that's one of
Well,
them.
that's a societal thing. We when things aren't going our way, but it seems like you're living in a place of gratitude right now. So you sounds like you're in a really good spot right now. In terms of happiness and all that.
For sure.
Angel, I'm gonna say this as your former teacher. I always knew there was something special in you. You weren't trying to be the best student, but you were trying to be the best you. And it's crazy to see it all now. Today, Angel, you're mentoring kids that sort of remind you of you. How does that feel?
That honestly is one of the biggest blessings to see. It's kind of weird to say, but like the struggles that these young students have. And I kind of just look back and laugh at that. I look back and I'm like, I look at them, I laugh, and I'm saying,
To them, it's the center of their universe,
exact.
and to you who've been through the wars and everything else, you're like, this is just another bump in the road, kid. You're gonna be fine.
That's the funny part about it because you look at it and you're like, they need, in cutting hair and barbering, you need these errors to happen because that's what shapes you into the person you are when you're older with cutting hair and more into the field and the profession. So you look back at that and you see them and you're like, keep the head up, keep the head up.
How does it feel when you see that one of your students gets it? Like, wow, this kid has some talent, or this kid could be something. How does that make you feel as an instructor?
That is honestly one of the best feelings possible. I would say that. I would say when they get their master license and when they get that final smile. Because, at first they're doing their haircuts and they're like, oh, yeah, I finished. Can you check it? But when they mean it, when they're like, I finished, and they're coming up with confidence and they're like, what's next?
Yeah.
And really feeling it. And that's when you have a little smirk. And then my students have said to me in the past, they're looking at me like, why are you smiling at me like that?
Yeah.
I'm like, just happy, kid, just happy.
Now, what was the path that led you to being a BOCES instructor? That sure wasn't a straight line, right?
So honestly, I personally feel that that was a gift. That I was in the right place at the right time. I ever since I graduated BOCES, I still kept in contact with my former teacher, my old teacher.
Now, why was that? Because you had developed a rapport because of what a great kid you are, right?
I would say so,
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah. That's who. Hey, that's who. Those are the people teachers keep in touch with. They don't keep in touch with the ones who make their lives miserable. They keep in touch with the ones they gravitate towards and want to be like. Well, not be like, but the ones that they enjoyed instructing. So well, how'd you end up there?
I ended up there one day. I'm actually just home and I get a phone call. They're like, "Hi, is this Angel Velasquez?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You're always helping out around here," because I always kept my head in the door there. I always help with cancer events. Cancer is a soft subject for me and my family, so I always like to give back as much as possible.
Guys, are you listening to this? This is like fantastic advice and how to stay relevant, top of mind with somebody, right? That you never close the door, especially, you know, I'm sure Angel wasn't keeping the door open as a possible opportunity. He was just doing it because he's a great guy.
Honestly, it was just out of the kindness of my heart, to be honest. I genuinely like the events. I love the fundraisers. Even when I graduated, I was like, ah, man, this is all over. Then they told me, no, you can come back every year and help.
Wow. Did you have to go to take courses to become an instructor or pass a test to become an instructor?
Well, I have the highest barbering license there is, which is the licensed master barber, which
Just a barber.
it offers many varieties of things. You can open a shop, you can teach people, etc. There's a lot of stuff behind it.
Yeah.
But no, I really just knew all the people, so I knew them. I always
Now, how
helped
many
them.
years have you been teaching there now?
Going on 4.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Do they have a thing like tenure and all that? Like,
Eventually, right
okay,
now I'm teaching the night school, so it's more of
okay.
like I'm building to that. But if I do take a high school opportunity, if it opens up, then that would be more of
Never know.
tenure and all that.
Yeah, he's got opportunities at his fingertips. That's for sure. That's incredible. What's your advice to the kid who doesn't fit the traditional method of going to school?
My eyes, um, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Don't let people in school who are the popular people or think they're this and think they're that. Don't let them talk you down. For you quiet kids who want to focus more on school, be smart, this and that. For you nerds, for you, whatever you consider yourself an
Whatever your niche is.
exactly. Don't let those people, don't let anybody turn you down because I promise you one thing when you get out, all of that doesn't matter. And everything you pushed yourself for towards in school, once you leave there, all that comes right back. And you will find what best suits you.
I remember Angel as a senior. He was very school spirited, and when you're a senior, sometimes that's not the cool thing to do. And he would show up in superhero outfits and everything else. And guess what? He made it cool. And guess what? Everyone else started doing it. If Angel's doing it, we can do it. So he was that kind of influence in the school. In any way he could. Just a good-hearted kid. I'm so happy good things are happening for him. Why do you think it's just as important to learn with your hands as it does learning from a book?
Your hands get you a long way, just like learning from a book does. Trades, schooling, all that comes around the corner. Depends about how far you want to take it. And there's opportunities everywhere.
Yeah, well, you made a comment earlier about I was in the right place at the right time. So many of us are in the right place at the right time, but we don't realize it, or we don't have the balls to go out and grab it, and you did, which is really inspiring. I hope to other people. What's in the future for Angel? You have a daughter on the way. What's next in the Angel story?
A home to raise my kids in.
Okay.
Um, Eventually taking cutting hair to the next level.
Do you
And
have a shop in your future? Do you think?
one day, yes,
Okay.
for sure. one day.
What's the hardest lesson that barbering has taught you?
You got to be able to accept criticism. There's going to be days where you get criticized from clients for a certain type of haircut. You get criticized for not being at certain family gatherings because the hours when it comes to cutting hair is very, how do I say it? Very unsteady.
Okay.
Very
Yeah, nighttime, right? You guys cut hair a lot at night.
correct. The later it gets, the busier barbershops gets. So criticism's huge. You got to be able to keep yourself happy as well, because a lot of the times, a lot of barbers forget that it's personal growth as well and
Yeah.
personal happiness, where you need to enjoy. I actually teach my students that there's a life skills lesson actually that I teach my students about not to forget about giving yourself time. You have to give yourself time because, yeah, you have family you take care of. You're being a therapist every day. You have to care about yourself. If you want to go to uh, a sports game, you go to a sports game. If you want to go home and play video games, you go home, play video games. And those things are very important key points in life, because if you can't do that, how are you going to be a therapist for somebody? How are you going to show your family love if you can't control your own mental?
Yeah.
That would be the most difficult thing.
Well, I saw that today. I mean, you actually were a therapist today. That, like, there was a guy in a really bad place, and he left here a different human being because of the 45 minutes. It wasn't rushed. It was natural, and he didn't skip any steps. It's just a wonderful experience seeing Angel to do that, and he really practices what he preaches. He really does care about his clients, and that's why he's so successful. You're pretty big on the social media, correct?
Correct.
What's your handle on social media?
Um, my name?
Yeah, don't you have like a Vlad or something?
Yeah. So actually, my Instagram is, you want me to say it? Yeah, sure. Angel_99 Velasquez.
Okay.
But it's connected to my Barber Instagram, which I go by two names. I have people who call me Pops the Barber, which that
Okay.
was from high school, and BOCES.
Okay.
And then I kind of changed when I moved more out here, and
Okay.
people call me Darth Vader,
Darth Vader.
considering I'm
Wow.
a really big
Star Wars
fan.
And he does the fade. Wow, Darth Vader.
So
That's
on
awesome.
my booking app, that's what it is. So it's pretty cool. Very into it.
Okay, yeah, excellent. Has social media helped your growth as a barber?
100%. 100%. I tagged numerous clipper companies in the past when I made videos, and they've reposted it, which got me more followers, got me more business, clientels. So I would definitely say it helps out a lot.
Now, how did you learn to do social media? Was that something you taught yourself?
YouTube everything. I had some tech friends, so they helped me out a lot. Me personally, I need to get a little stronger when it comes to tech, but I'm learning. Everything in life is a learning experience.
And just surround yourself with good people, and you don't have to do it all yourself. I've learned that. You don't have to do it all yourself. Just surround yourself with the right people.
Correct.
Angel, you took a path uniquely your own. You turned it into a career, a community, and a classroom. You're proving every day that passion can become purpose, purpose can become impact. I'm really proud of you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back to class with Mr. H.
Thank you.
Come back. Flow Latino
Barbershop.
Unisex Barbershop
In Riverhead.
in Riverhead, right next to the
Come on over here, Will.
elbow room. Get a steak and a haircut. Really good. Thanks, guys.